Modeling quadratics in Algebra 2. First thing we want to know is that there is a standard form for whenever we write a quadratic. And standard form, the way you will see it on your Algebra 2 formula sheet, it will say ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. Meaning we need our quadratic to equal 0, or it's allowed to equal y. Now how we do this with Desmos is we're going to have our standard form look just a little bit different when we go to type it in. We're going to say y sub 1 is similar, so that squiggly line, ax sub 1 squared plus bx sub 1 plus c. This is just how we're going to have to type it in when we get to use Desmos later. So now let's look at what modeling actually is. Modeling is when we are given points, or if we're given a table, certain values, and we need to turn these points into a quadratic. So I've listed out steps in how to use Desmos, and I'm going to go through those in this video. So the first step is once we have Desmos open, we need to click on the top left plus sign in the corner of the browser. So top left plus sign, and then we are going to, So top left plus sign, and we're going to click on table. Now we can fill in our values. And if we go back, we can see the values that we are going to use are, well, the x values will be -5, 2, and -4. So in my Desmos, I need to type in -5, 2, and -4. Those are all going in my x sub 1 column. Now, in my y sub 1 column, I'm going to have to type in 3, 9, and 1. So 3, 9, 1. I have my table filled in on Desmos, and you can see the points do appear. Now, let's go back. Step 2, we've entered our points. Now we go to step 3. So in the next spot under the table, we are typing our Desmos version of standard form, which was y is similar to ax sub 1 squared plus bx sub 1 c. So I'm literally just typing in this highlighted part into Desmos. So in the space underneath, I got to click on this new spot. I'm going to say y, and then to find that squiggly line on your keyboard, if you hit shift and then the button above the tab will give you the squiggly line. But there is one thing I forgot. I forgot the sub 1. So I erased the squiggly line. Now to write y sub 1, because that's the column I'm dealing with, I just type in the number 1, and it automatically goes to the little one I need. Now I can do shift squiggly line, so the button above the tab, and I'm typing in my standard form. So ax sub 1, so just type in the number 1. Then we need squared, and you can get your squared through the keypad at the bottom, or if you hit shift 6, that will also give you a squared, a space to type the squared. Okay, now we can do the bx one, so plus bx, and just type the number 1, plus c. So we have our standard form, and you can see a graph does appear. If we go back to our notes, we've done step 3. We've typed in our y sub 1 ax sub 1 squared plus bx sub 1 plus c. Now step 4, to actually find our answer, we're going to fill in our a, b, and c to our standard form. And if there are decimals, we're going to round it to the nearest, around 2 decimal places. Now at the beginning, remember we said our standard form was y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. So going back to Desmos, I can see, I'm going to get rid of my little keypad, a is equal to this decimal, b is equal to this decimal, c is equal to this decimal, which I do have on my paper right here. So I'm going to round to 2 decimal places, and my answer is going to say y is equal to a is 0.4, that 6 is going to round the 7 up to an 8. So 0.48 x squared. Then we have plus, I need my b, which is going to be 2.2. The 5 is going to round the 8 up to a 9. So 2.29x, and then plus c. So plus whatever c is, 2.52. That 3 just makes the 2 stay. So 2.52. And that's my answer. If you have questions, just make sure you come and see me.